Hey friend, welcome to the next topic here in our continuing education series. This is all about metabolic health. I'm really excited to share with you guys everything that I've been doing a deep dive on the last 6 months. And this is a mama's metabolic makeover. However, just know that this information and these products are for anyone and everyone. I am just going to hone in on the chapter of life that I'm in because I know I have so many other moms that can relate to this. And I want to help empower you, just like this education and these products have empowered me. So let's get started. We're going to use some essential oils to calm down and focus, and we're going to actually rate ourselves where we're at before we get started on learning about metabolic health and all the ways that you can improve it in your life to help you in so many categories. Let's take a calming oil. I have Magnolia right here. I'm going to put it on my wrist and my neck. It is actually the oil emotionally of the Divine Mother. So I love this one for me. It's just like a really grounding, calming one. And it also has linalool, similar to lavender. So it's very calming. So get a calming, grounding oil. And I'm going to walk through these categories real quick here and just rate yourself 1 to 10, 1 being the lowest, something that you're actually going to work and focus on, 10 being something that you can pat yourself on the back that you're rocking right now. So your energy levels, the number on the scale, your mood, your quality and duration of sleep, that clarity or cognitive function, and your stress or emotional health right now. So just take a quick screenshot of that and just focus in on those areas. When you bring awareness to them, it's going to actually really help you to be able to make some big changes there. And we cannot start anything else about metabolic health off until we understand that our wellness truly starts at a cellular level. Over here on the right is doTERRA's lifestyle pyramid. I love this because it's so much more than just putting essential oils on, right? There is actually a lot that goes into your health and wellness, and it can be overwhelming, but thankfully we have it broken down into different categories. We have different oils and products in all the categories, and typically that foundation of the triangle that's going to be a really strong foundation comes from your nutrition and digestive health, as well as your movement and your metabolic health. So in that first category is a must-have is our lifelong vitality. You guys know, if you've been on this journey with me for the last 10 years or more, that this is a must-have every day of my life. It's the foundation of all of my nutrients, vitamins, minerals, even with the healthiest diet. So that's a whole class in itself, but that is definitely going to be a foundation. And then we're today going to be focusing on that next category of the lifestyle for health, which is going to be all about movement and metabolism and why that's such a key part of your life and why it's going to be really, really crucial to help you achieve a lot of goals and just to be at this homeostasis in a place where you're feeling good. So what is metabolic health? I feel like in the society we live in, people really equate your metabolism to your weight, but it's so much more than that. So good metabolic health means your body can digest and absorb nutrients from the food, the healthy food that you're eating, that you have stable levels of blood sugar and blood fat and insulin. So when you're having fluctuations in all of these things, it's really unhealthy and it's going to have a long-term health, just a negative effect on your long-term health if you can't keep those in line. So we're going to chat about 3 important things about your metabolic health that you might not know. And the first is that only 6.8% of the US adult population actually has optimal cardiometabolic health. So that means that your body can digest and absorb all those nutrients from your healthy food, right? So that's a key part to this, and there's 93% of us that are not meeting that requirement. So digestion and absorption matters. It's hard enough to find good healthy foods and then actually eat them, right? When there's so much fast food and fake processed things that are in the store. So when you are eating those healthy, good foods, you have to be able to actually absorb them and digest them. The second thing is going to be understanding that there's a big picture to all of this, right? So there's 5 lifestyle pillars that all play into your metabolic health. The first one being healthy eating, of course. The second one is daily movement. So 20 minutes a day of some type of movement where you're getting your heart rate up and you're moving your body around. The third is healthy connections. And this one is just like such a no-brainer, but when it's sitting here on this screen, it kind of steps out of like, it really matters who you spend your time with, who you are working around, just that environment of people and the energy that you're around. So having healthy connections, especially in a time where we were very isolated. And, we had a last couple years of this pandemic where it felt really isolated and I don't know, just kind of lonely. So healthy connections is so important. Also, stress management and your sleep, those all go hand in hand, right? And what we're going to focus in on today, the one lifestyle pillar that will help towards your metabolic health, is going to be smart supplementation, because you're going to need assistance and support in this area, and we have all the tools for that. The third thing that we all want to mention real quick here that I think is so interesting that I learned this last 6 months is all in relation to your metabolic health and your biological aging are inseparable. So I know you probably know someone who looks years younger than the numbers on like the candles on their birthday cake, right? Or vice versa. Maybe there's someone, when you look at them outside physically on their body, they look way older than they actually are on their actual birthday cake candles, right? So it isn't just like a phenomenon. It's actually because our cells is where everything starts. So there is research from Harvard and other top tier organizations that shows that metabolic health and biological aging are inseparable. This connection means that stronger, healthier metabolic function is the younger you're going to feel from the inside out. So this is why it's so important. Like I said, from the very beginning, it all starts at that cellular level. That's where wellness starts. That's where aging, that's where all the things that we're going to be focusing on start. On the right here, there's a whole video in depth that's beautiful from Dr. Oscarthorpe, but in a brief overview of this is your lifespan versus your health span. And just so you know, those are not equal. And I didn't even think about this or understand this when I very first was learning about your metabolic health, but a lifespan is literally the years that you live. Versus the health span is how many years of that life are healthy and active and able to do the things you want to do. And as you can see here in the gray and the blue line, it just is a slow decrease as your years go on. And then there at the end, if you're using modern medicine and technology, you might be able to hang out with medicine or machines that are saving your life before the end of your life. Whereas if you can really get your metabolic health, this is so important, in line, you could actually expand that health span. So this is a really important idea just to bring into your mind that if every day that you have here left on earth, you want to be spending it in an active, healthy, positive state, not in a nursing home, on a machine, or on medication that is something that is going to be really, really controlling of your life. So taking control of that now, and this doesn't matter if you're 20 or you're 50 or you're 70, but starting now and working towards that is really going to help you in the long run. So now let's talk about 3 ways to improve your metabolic health now that we know more about metabolic health. I broke this into 3 different categories. This is where we come into our new line from doTERRA that launched about 6 months ago in September of 2022, and this is called MetaPower. So MetaPower stands for Metabolic Health. Power is an acronym for Personal Wellness Realized, and I love this because we're all on our own separate journeys of health and wellness, right? So this is your personal wellness realized. This is a product line that was the largest released in any multi-level marketing history. It could have been an entire company of its own, but this is a really powerful, amazing line that works hand in hand. And we're going to talk about, we've broken into 3 sections for different things, and the very first one is just the MetaPower blend. And this is a blend of essential oils. This blend is actually really cool because it's going to help with curbing cravings. It can support that metabolic health, as well as just giving you all the tools you need to help manage healthy weight in your life. And it may inhibit adipose fat cell maturation. And I'll tell you this, and this is the scientific studies that were done by doTERRA. So being able to inhibit fat cell growth is pretty impressive and something that is a smart supplementation to help your body with your metabolic health. So this system has an essential oil that's 15 milliliter. It has beadlets that are equivalent to 1 drop of oil, and it has soft gels that are equivalent to about 5 drops of that same oil in a soft gel to take internally. And it also has the gum, which we'll talk about that more in depth because it's our family favorite. So this blend is going to help you to curb cravings. There is some pretty cool emotional benefits, and if you've been on this oil journey with me, You probably have heard me say many times, every oil has a physical and an emotional property to it. And I have taken a deep dive into the emotional benefits of essential oils this last year or so, and I am obsessed with Metapower. It is actually the oil of body acceptance, and there's some really beautiful things behind this. So being able to realize that as you're taking something, it's not going to have side effects. It's going to be side benefits. So while you're using it to help curb your cravings and to inhibit fat cell growth, you're also going to be able to improve your emotional health and the acceptance of your body. Next, you can diffuse it aromatically. So there is a chemical reaction that happens in the brain. It's a beautiful thing. It doesn't just smell good. It actually literally is going to help lift your mood, help you in those moments that you're really craving something or some sugar or something. So a diffuser blend is amazing. Here's some fun ones. You can screenshot this or just take a quick screenshot of it so you can keep it for later on, because you can diffuse it and get the benefits internally as well as aromatically. So like I said, that blend, you may have heard of this one before. It used to be called Slim and Sassy. This Metapower blend is a combination of cinnamon, grapefruit, peppermint, ginger, and lemon. In that 15-milliliter bottle, there's about 250 drops. So you're going to be able to get a lot of uses out of this small essential oil bottle. And it's also in the beadlet form. Like I said, is equivalent to 1 drop of oil in a little beadlet. It's easy to swallow. As well as in the soft gels, which is about 5 drops of oil in those. So different ways you can use this blend, right? I said you can diffuse it. I talked about taking it internally to help with hunger cravings. You can also use it topically. So with dry brushing, you can add it with your Yarrow Pom serum just to put on anywhere you need for areas of concern or cellulite. And you can also use it as a really nice oil with a carrier oil or lotion for a massage. It kind of has that tingly feeling with the cinnamon in there. So cinnamon and peppermint. So I love Metapower. Some people add a drop to their coffee or to their water throughout the day. I don't love the taste of it. It's a little spicy for me, so I like to take it in the soft gel or beadlet form, but it's a really powerful, amazing essential oil blend. And like I said, it used to be called Slim and Sassy. It changed. The essential oils are the same, but the amount of each oil in that formulation changed because that matters. And we'll talk about that here in a minute. But what we saw with Metapower, and as I was talking about how it can inhibit fat cell growth, these are adipose fat cells. So we actually put them through this test to show that this is like the maturation process, right? So as you expose a fat cell to different stimuli, the cell will mature and accumulate fat and those droplets within inside of it. So this is what doTERRA did. And then we were able to go in with different blends. And this is kind of an overview here of the different ones they tried. So the original blend there in the orange is Slim and Sassy. They tried a different formulation that had actually the same oils, but different amounts of each one in purple, which did not give as good of results. And then when they finally found the perfect combination and formulation, that's where we have now Metapower, the oil blend. And as you can see here, that the more dosage we used, it helped decrease that adipose fat cell that inhibited the maturation. So you can actually see it more in depth here under the microscope so as you're taking these, they're literally helping your body to break down fat as well as prevent that as well. So really cool. There's a lot of science to it, but this matters because it's not just this hocus pocus. There really is science, education, and research behind this. So I mentioned the gum. Here's all the different reasons why you should use it. My kids love it, and I'm a huge fan for them to be able to use this because I know that they're getting a good sugar-free gum that's actually helping them with cravings, and there's no artificial sweeteners, and it really tastes great. It has a minty, spicy taste to it. It's pretty sweet. So it's kind of a fun way for them to be able to utilize a treat without it being bad for their teeth or anything else. So you have to try the Metapower gum. It's awesome right after a meal or just throughout the day if you're already a gum chewer as it is. All right, the second part here and the way to improve your metabolic health is going to be balancing out blood sugars, right? We don't want to have the big roller coaster of blood sugars. That causes a lot of problems. So this is going to actually help to smooth out the curves, help that normal range of blood sugar, especially around meal times. It can decrease the glucose spikes and just help stabilize energy throughout the day as well. This is a little capsule. You're actually going to take it before your largest meal of the day, about 20 minutes before your meal, so it can be in there to supplement you throughout that meal. One of the ingredients that's in here, there's a couple that are pretty impressive, like mulberry leaf extract. There's also berberine. Check out berberine. This is just one of them that's in there. So berberine actually helps to decrease insulin resistance, helps making that blood sugar hormone insulin more effective. It also can increase glycolysis, and that's helping the body to break down sugar inside your cells. Also decreases sugar production in the liver. So all these really cool things that can do with helping with bacteria in the gut, all the stuff, right? The other ingredient that's in here is called mulberry leaf extract, and this one has been shown to reduce those that normal range post-meal blood spikes by 42% when these are taken before a meal. So you got to take that assist capsule before your meal, and of course incorporating a healthy meal as well. Other little tips here for helping balancing blood sugar that are just everyday things. Try to eat breakfast within an hour of waking up. Save your coffee until after you've eaten. That's a hard one for me. Include a healthy fat at every meal and snack. And if you're not sure, like the word fat gets a little confusing, but there is so many healthy fats like avocado. Just go to Google and type in healthy fats, and you'll find some good ideas to add in for every meal and snack. Make sure you're eating enough protein throughout the day. We need to eat food to give our body energy and fuel, right? And always go on a short walk or do some kind of movement every time you eat. So at the end of your meal, go on a 20-minute walk. If you don't have time to go on a walk, do 20 squats in place or 20 jumping jacks, wherever you are. It's a really important way to help your body to support it to reduce these spikes, right? Because we don't want our body to be in this oxidative stress state. So this makes a lot of sense, right? When you're typically eating a high carb meal, sugars, all these things, your cells are like wild. It's like a roller coaster, right? If you went on a roller coaster once or twice a year, that's not going to hurt you. But if you went on a roller coaster once or twice a day, your body would not be able to handle that, right? So it's the same idea here. So taking your MetaPower Assist with that high carb meal is going to actually help to balance out that roller coaster and just have a smooth ride so your body is not going to be in a stressful, oxidated state. And the third part, this is probably the part I'm the most passionate about because I have been obsessed with learning about collagen. There's so many of them on the market. My husband and I have really obviously been into health and wellness for a long time, both of us being athletes, him still being an athlete currently. And it's so important to have a beneficial collagen that your body's actually going to absorb. So check out all these amazing things about our MetaPower Advantage. Collagen is actually the largest protein in your body. It's very well needed. So this product and our collagen is so much more than just collagen. It actually has 9 types of collagen, which most on the market only have 1. We'll talk about that. It has something called collagen tripeptides. This took me a couple times to understand, so hear me out. Tripeptides actually make this product 12 times more bioavailable. That means your body's actually going to be able to absorb them and use them. So even though it's a small little cute packet here, that little bit in this packet is going to be absorbed. You'd have to have 12 times more than that in any other product to actually get the same benefit. So it's amazing. It also has other added extracts that are herbal ones like NNM and NADH plus and all of these beautiful ingredients that are going to support it. So it's so much more than collagen. Plus it has our MetaPower blend. So it's going to help with biological aging, your cognitive function, your brain. It's going to help with your lean muscle and connective tissues to help with your skin elasticity and firmness, your hair, skin, nails, all the amazing things that you want. A huge ingredient in here that is so important. I didn't know anything about this until this came out. And so I'm so thankful that doTERRA does all the extra added research and education to be able to get the best bang for your buck by putting all of the best ingredients into these products for you to benefit from. Why just have collagen when you can have 9 types and you can have tripeptides and you can have all these other things plus MetaPower in this one little packet a day that's going to benefit you so much for your metabolic health that, like you guys saw in the beginning, it's going to help with your stress, with your sleep, with your cognitive function, your weight, all the things that you want to have the most powerful life, to be doing all the things that you want to do. So in here, this is something I had to really grasp the concept of, but I tried to make it simple for you guys. So NAD+, it's just an anti-aging molecule that your body already produces. However, around the age of 25, it starts to decrease. So for me, I'm 35, I've had 3 kids, and I know that my body is not producing as much NAD+ as it used to. NAD plus is really important here for all areas, for your heart health, for your reproductive organs, for your muscle tissue, for all the things, okay? NM, that's also in here, is actually a naturally occurring derivative of vitamin B3, and this is a precursor to NAD plus. So it actually becomes NAD plus through a chemical transformation. So just think of the NAD plus and the NNM as the fuel and the accelerator for your anti-aging molecules that's going to help benefit your cells. So cool, so amazing that you have this in here. The other amazing things that are in this, we're going to start on the top and kind of go around to your left and a little wheel. So of course it has the MetaPower blend that you already learned about that's going to help curb cravings and inhibit fat cell growth. So that's a win right off the bat. You have the marine collagen. So there's 9 different types. I'll dive into it here in just a minute. And that helps with skin, joints, connective tissues, supporting your mobility and elasticity of your skin. It has quite a few products that are going to promote antioxidant activity. So there's red orange fruit extract. There's also sea buckhorn fruit, as well as rose apple fruit extract. So good things in there. There is the NNM and the NADH plus, which we already talked about. Also hyaluronic acid, which it helps promote healthy skin. The biotin also is in the same area of helping to improve all those areas of skin, hair, and nails. There's liposomal vitamin C, and liposomal vitamin C is actually an antioxidant that helps your immunity and benefits. Like this is going to help with all the biosynthesis of collagen. So this is just in there. This is a really important thing to have in your everyday. And then there's also resveratrol, and resveratrol can help increase the NAD plus in the body. So it's like a little bit of a helper with the same concept, right, of NNM. So resveratrol is really important for a lot of areas. It helps to lower blood pressure, helps positive effect on your cholesterol levels. It can be really great for your brain health as well as your joints, and it can increase insulin sensitivity. So these ingredients are powerful and amazing, and so many things packed into this little tiny packet that you're taking every day. So the collagens, that type of things, like I said, most collagens out on the market literally use type 1 because it's only related to skin beauty and that's all that they care about. However, we know that there's so much more to it all the way internally. So ours is marine collagen, but it is sourced from cold water marine fish in Italy, which is really, really important. And it obviously is tested very extensively for any heavy metals. That's really important when you're using marine oils. And in here, it typically... So we actually are going to have a lot of different things here. So you can see type 1, type 2, that can vary in all areas for your brain, for your cells, everything we've talked about, especially like connective tissues and different things. So why just have one type when you can have 9? Also, a big thing to realize is this idea about powder versus liquid. Maybe you've been to Costco or Target or Walmart and you see collagen all over the market being sold everywhere right now. There's a really big difference in powder versus liquid. Powder is important because, one, you're going to be activating it and making it bioavailable right at the moment that you're adding the water. So I add this little packet to about 4 ounces of water, or you can try lemonade or fresh orange juice, whatever you prefer. I like mine cold, and in a small amount, I just chug it down. Super simple. You can take it in the morning, you can take it in the evening, whatever you prefer. And it's really easy to mix up. Even if you don't have a little Zoom blender, little hand mixer, you can just use your spoon or fork and it works really well. But powder wins every time because of potency. It has fewer additives, right? It costs less because it has more savings in that sense because it's smaller. You don't have to ship all the water weight. It's more eco-friendly. Full circle is winner over liquid collagen every single time. Liquid collagen, you're going to have to... So if you think about this, right, it's water-based. You're going to have to sterilize that. When you're doing that, it eliminates the harmful bacteria, but also eliminates beneficial ingredients. So when you have a water-based one, you're going to have to do that for the bacteria, but it's also going to hurt the ingredients, the vitamins, the polyphenols that are in your collagen product. So liquid is just no bueno. Don't need it. And then, like I said, it's going to have a shorter shelf life. It's going to be heavier for shipping around the globe, which increases carbon emissions. It's just... no good. So keeping the powdered collagen is really important. This is a single serve. It's ready to go, and you're activating it in the moment, and then you're utilizing it and drinking it right then. It does have these little green flecks in it, which are really cool. It's actually chlorophyll that's wrapped around the NADH plus that your body's going to absorb. So if you see green little flicks in here, it is a lemon orange flavor. It tastes delicious, and it's just really, really good. So I always am not sure if I should put comparisons out there. I did not create this. However, I don't want you to take it too in depth, but if you just zoom out and take a screenshot of this, just to get an idea that a lot of the ones on the market from other companies have one type of collagen, where ours has 9, right? We absolutely, like I said, we test for heavy metals. It's really important. The tripeptides is the other area here. Having 70%, where other ones typically have 15 to 35%, is key, because the tripeptides help to make them bioavailable, right? So that's why you can actually use this, and you're going to absorb more and get more benefit from a smaller amount. Ours are freeze-dried, and we have 11 other powerful ingredients. Our ingredients are going to target full circle your body, from skin, energy, anti-aging, blood sugar, full circle, right? Even cravings, everything else. It has no sugar, and it's about $2.82 per serving if you're getting the regular box, but we have added ways to add on boxes for cheaper, so it could even be less than that, which is less than a Starbucks a day. So beneficial for you and your health and overall longevity of your metabolic health, full circle. So love just having this screenshot overview. And real quick, why bioavailability matters with those tripeptides. So for example, you would need to take a lot more of another product to get the same benefits that we're doing in ours, right? So it just has 3 grams here. You'd have to use about 38 grams of collagen to equate to the 3 grams of the MetaPower, because of the inability for it to be absorbed from other companies and other products. So I love that we can just use this one little packet and get so many powerful benefits. So here's an overview of our Advantage Collagen one more time. All the benefits you're going to get from healthy biological aging, improving your health span. It activates that longevity of your genes and cells, improves cognitive function, like the mom brain that we all have to deal with, supports lean muscle, as well as connective tissues, and it really helps with skin elasticity and firmness. So if you want to do a brief overview of how you could use this MetaPower system in your day, you could start each day with the MetaPower oil or soft gels and Advantage. You're also going to use your Lifelong Vitality, right? That foundation of health. And then as the day goes, you're going to customize it whatever for you and your lifestyle and what you're working on. So, of course, we're going to use MetaPower soft gels after meals. We're going to take Assist with your largest meal every day or 20 minutes before. And then, as you please, you can use your oil, your gum, and your beadlets for cravings preventatively or when those hit as well. Also, it's key to remember habit stacking. Like, as you're incorporating new things for your metabolic health journey, you're going to want to habit stack things. Like, I have all my vitamins right next to my coffee maker, because coffee is something I'm going to do in the morning, right? And so then all my vitamins are there, and they're all laid out, easy, ready to go. I have them out of the bottles, kind of like in this picture, so I can just pick them up and take them. And it's just a really simple, easy way to have them in front of you so that you're using them and utilizing them. And here's a fun little coffee cellulite scrub that you can utilize with your MetaPower, like I said, how you can take it internally. So let's talk real quick here as how we get these oils into your home so you can start to benefit from them. First things first is going to be actually being able to dive in if you already have a wholesale account or if you are brand new. If you're brand new, we're going to start with some options of getting your wholesale account set up. So there is this package for the Mama Metabolic Makeover, which is everything we talked about today. You're going to get all the MetaPower oils and products, the gum, and a month's supply of your collagen. If you wanted to up that and actually do the full regimen like I do every single day, it's your Lifelong Vitality. That's a month's supply. Collagen month supply, and then on the right, those are going to be lasting you more than a month because they have quite a few in there, like the soft gels has 90 in it and different things. So these are just different ways you can get started. There's some QR codes here. Of course, whoever sent you this video, or if it's from myself, we're going to deep dive and talk about what's best for you, your family, your budget, your wellness journey. It's going to be most beneficial for everything. But if you're already a member, you're going to just download our app or go to doterra.com and you can start shopping right away. And just so you know, like I mentioned, you can actually get these for cheaper by adding them on. So when you purchase your Lifelong Vitality Pack, for example, for your monthly vitamins, which are going to do so much for you. If you don't know about them, I can send you more information. You can actually add on up to 3 products. So you could add on an Advantage collagen packet for $20 off. So that makes them only $65. I had a friend the other day who actually got the Advantage collagen, and she added on 3 more Advantage collagens. So her and her husband would both have 2 boxes. So whatever you want to do here, there's a lot of savings. Full circle. I'm going to help you guys with this, but just know that there's plenty of options for you wherever you're at. I'm excited to help you to just join with you on this journey for metabolic health and wellness, because it's not easy, but it takes a tribe, and we have an amazing oil community and family here with Sharing is Caring. I'm always happy and willing to help and support you as I walk along this journey, because I know how important it is to be able to have support as well as to empower others in areas of your life that have been helping you. So I hope you enjoyed this educational recording, and I look forward to speaking more with you soon.